Breaking news! Dinaig na talaga ang mga Duterte, like father, like son. Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, viral matapos gumawa ng kasaysayan ngayong araw. Paano ba naman kasi mga kababayan? Hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa, hindi lang tatlo, kundi 5 pangmalakasang proyekto ang sisimulan ng Marcos administration ngayong araw. Yes mga kababayan, you got it right. 5 malalaking proyekto ang uumpisahan at sa katunayan ay permadong proyekto na ito sa pagitan ng Marcos administration at ng Public-Private Partnership Program. Isa ito sa mga pangako ni Pbbm sa larangan ng infrastruktura at transportasyon na maging komportable ang buhay ng lahat ng Pilipino. At hindi lang yan mga kababayan, dahil sa mga proyektong ito, magbibigay din ito ng maraming trabaho sa ating mga kababayan. And take note, dahil milyong-milyong revenue ang babalik sa gobyerno pag ito ay naging full speed ahead na. Kaya naman mga kababayan, wag na natin itong patagalin pa. Samahan niyo ako at sabay-sabay nating alamin ang maiinit na balita sa araw na ito. Breaking news! Sinaksihan ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ngayong araw ang paglagda ng iba't ibang kasunduan sa proyektong pang-imprastruktura ng gobyerno para sa mas komportableng paglalakbay at mas magandang oportunidad para sa mga Pilipino. Kasama sa mga nilagdaang kasunduan ang pagtatayo ng New Cebu International Container Port at ang Cebu Bus Transit na sistema ng transportasyon. Kapwa ay sa ilalim ito ng Transaction Advisory Services Agreement. Nilagdaan din ang expansion project ng Bohol Panglao International Airport sa ilalim naman ng Public-Private Partnership Project Concession Agreement at ang pagtatayo ng mga bagong regional airports sa Dumaguete at Siargao na parehong nasa ilalim ng Transaction Advisory Services Agreement. Sa kanyang talumpati, binigyang diin ni Pbbm ang isang 17 bilyong pisong modernong pasilidad ng daungan bilang solusyon sa pagsisikip ng daungan dulot ng napakalaking paglago ng komersyo at kalakalan sa umiiral na Cebu Baseport. Tungkol naman sa Cebu Bus Transit, binigyang diin ni Pbbm ang potensyal nito na magbigay ng mga residente sa Cebu ng maaasahan at mahusay na sistema ng transportasyon. Ang Cebu Bus Transit ay isang 28.78 bilyong pisong modernong bus network project at magkokonekta sa mga pangunahing bahagi ng Cebu City na ginagawang mas madali at mas komportableng mga pang-araw-araw na pag-commute. Binigyang diin din ni Pbbm ang kahalagahan ng pagpapalawak ng Bohol Panglao International Airport sa isang 4.53 bilyong pisong proyekto na ipapatupad sa 2 yugto. Ito ay magtataas ng kapasidad ng paliparan mula sa 2 milyon hanggang 2.5 milyong mga pasahero sa taong 2026. Pagsapit naman ng taong 2030, inaasahang makakahawak ito ng halos 4 na milyong pasahero. Ang proyektong ito ay inaasahang bubuo ng 15 milyong piso sa taunang kita sa unang 5 taon nito. Natataas pa sa 200 milyong piso kada taon pagkatapos ng panahon ng konsesyon. Naksihan din ni Pbbm ang paglagda para sa pagpapatayo ng bagong mga paliparan sa rehiyon ng Dumaguete at Siargao na inaasahang lilikha ng mas maraming pagkakataon para sa mga estudyante, manggagawa at mga negosyante. Sa suporta ng International Finance Corporation, tiniyak ni Pangulong Marcos na ang mga bagong paliparan ay makakatugon sa pandaigdigang pamantayan at magdadala ng mga positibong pagbabago sa mga residente ng mga lalawigan. Sinabi ni Pbbm na ang mga proyekto ay magbibigay daan sa mga magsasaka na mahuhusay na makapagpadala ng mga produkto sa bagong pamilyan. Ang mga turista upang mas matuklasan ang mga kakaibang alindog ng Dumaguete at Siargao at mga negosyante upang mapalawak ang kanilang mga negosyo. Bago tapusin ang kanyang talumpati, pinaalalahanan ni Pangulong Marcos ang mga Pilipino na ang mga proyektong ito ay kumakatawan hindi lamang sa infrastruktura, kundi ang adhikain ng tao para sa mas komportableng paglalakbay, mas magandang pagkakataon at mas malinaw na landas patungo sa kanilang mga layunin at mga pangarap.
With the signing ceremony of the various DOTR agreements, may we request Secretary Jaime Bautista, Mr. Cook Iljon, Director General Captain Manuel Antonio Tamayo, Ms. Cosette Canilao, and Mr. Thomas Lubeck to proceed to the signing table. The agreements to be signed are the new Cebu International Container Port Project Civil Works Contract Package, Bohol Panglao International Airport PPP Project Concession Agreement, new Cebu International Container Port Transaction Advisory Services Agreement, new Dumaguete and new Siargao Regional Airports Agreement, and expression for interest for the Cebu Bus Rapid Transit Project. Thank you, and congratulations to the DOTR and its partners. At this point, may we request the President to proceed in front for the presentation of the signed agreements and for a quick photo opportunity. Thank you, Mr. President. May we now call on the Finance Secretary, Secretary Ralph Recto, to introduce our keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr.
Thank you to our Finance Secretary, for Secretary Ralph Recto, for your kind introduction. Please, let's take our seats. The Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps and the proponents of all of these programs that we have put together, Senator Grace Poe, the Deputy House Speaker Vincent Franco Frasco, other elected officials who are here, the CAA Director General Captain Manuel Antonio Tamayo, Aboitiz Group President and CEO Sabine Aboitiz, International Finance Corporation Vice President Emmanuel I have to sort of struggle through this. Nirinkindu, close enough. Our key development partners and stakeholders, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Malacanang. We Filipinos have a saying, nothing is impossible for those of us who dream. But the journey to these dreams do not begin with just a single step. They often start with a queue at the terminal, on the streets, or at the all-familiar kiosks and booths in establishments of government offices. So despite this, one thing sets us Filipinos apart. We do not take no for an answer. Instead, we find ways, we become resourceful, we make the impossible possible. We figure out how to keep a positive outlook despite difficult situations. We find a way to turn a problem into an opportunity. That is our spirit. Positive, in spite of odds, resilient, despite of what has been lost, and hopeful in the face of adversity. However, there comes a time when we must move beyond this will do, or in the local language, pwede na yan. For us to move forward, we must commit and affirm that we can do better. We are, after all, Filipinos. We can do better. This is the new mindset in this age of a bagong Pilipinas. And that is why this morning I wish to share how we are going to make these things happen, how we can change things for the better and ensure that progress reaches every corner of our country. Let's begin with Cebu. Commerce and trade are growing tremendously, which leads to port congestion. That is an opportunity. So we will build the new Cebu International Container Port, a 17 billion peso modern port facility that will help ease congestion in the existing Cebu-based port. Once completed, this will not only make goods more affordable, but will also generate thousands of jobs for our people. Apart from this, it will also create more opportunities for everyone as it will provide increased space for port activities. Traffic in Cebu, just like in many metropolises, is a problem, but also an opportunity to find unique solutions, one of which is the Cebu Bus Rapid Transport Project, which will provide Cebuanos with a reliable, efficient transport system. Costing over 28 billion pesos, this modern bus network will connect key parts of Cebu City, making daily commuters easier in their commute and more comfortable. In Bohol, the number of tourists visiting is increasing annually. And if you have been to the island, you have probably seen its rich culture, breathtaking beauty, and the friendly warmth of the people. Since 2018, the Bohol Panglao International Airport has served as a gateway to the province's treasures and a driver of economic growth. That's well and good, but airports must continue to grow alongside the communities that they serve. This is where the 4.5 billion peso BPIA Public-Private Partnership Project will come in. We will expand the project in two phases. By 2026, its capacity will increase from 2 million to 2.5 million passengers a year. By 2030, we will reach almost 4 million passengers. This means we can provide seamless travel to a lot of tourists, which translates to more jobs for Boholanos, especially in the hotel and restaurant industries. This project is expected to generate 15 million pesos in annual revenue during its first 5 years, rising to 200 million a year by the end of the concession period. But more than just the revenue, its true success will be the number of lives that it will change for the better in Bohol. It is a promise to our beloved people that they will be the first to benefit from the continued arrival of tourists and of investors. From Bohol, we now move to Dumaguete and Siargao, two places that have their own unique beauty and have gained their own identity. Dumaguete, rich in history and culture, has long been a center for education and commerce. Siargao now has captured the world's attention as a top destination for surfers and nature lovers. But both places face the same challenge: limited connectivity. So we shall not settle for small fixes. And that is why we are building the new airports in Dumaguete and Siargao. These projects will completely change the way people travel to and from these areas. The new Dumaguete Airport will create more opportunities for students, for workers, and businesses, while the new Siargao Airport will help support tourism and trade. With the support of the International Finance Corporation, we will ensure that these airports meet global standards. But beyond the technical aspects, what is important is a positive change that they will bring. These projects shall allow our farmers to efficiently bring produce to new markets, tourists to discover more of the charms of these islands, and entrepreneurs to expand their businesses. As we close, let us remember, these projects are not just structures. They are representative of every Filipino's dream of more comfortable travel, better opportunities, and a clearer path towards their goals and dreams. My fellow Filipinos, the future will not simply come to us. We must be the ones to build it. And this is how we will move forward. So let us together build a better Philippines we can proudly bequeath to our children. Maraming salamat po. Congratulations to all the stakeholders for this great success. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. Likewise, may we request Secretary Bautista to join the photo opportunity. For our first group, may we call on stage our select government officials and select DOTR partners. NCICP project team, please stand by. Thank you. Please exit to your left. Thank you. NCICP project team, you may now proceed in front. Bohol Panglao project team, please stand by. Thank you. Please exit to your right. Bohol Panglao project team, you may now proceed in front. Transaction Advisory Services Agreement team, please stand by. Thank you. Please exit to your left.